I am going to explain how to play Ballad of Big Nothing by Elliott Smith. There are 4 parts to this song. First is the intro-outro. It's a sandwich song. Front is pretty much the same as the back. Then the verse, the chorus, and the bridge. Verse 1 and verse 2 are voiced slightly differently, and I will review that. I will review those differences. So I'll play each section and then explain each section immediately after playing. Okay, let me play that again. Whoops. Yep. Okay, so it starts with the slide. I would use your pointer finger from the 5th fret of the G string and just slide that into a C chord. So you'll have to jump strings at the very end. That finger will. Then it's open. You know, you're open from that A into the C, and then one more slide. Then you have that F minor played with the middle and ring fingers here. That way you can do that hammer-on set. So you move to the G, just a normal G, and you walk up on a B string to the E string, and then you have a G7 voicing here. Okay, and that's just 3, mute, 3, open, open, 3. Okay, that's the intro-outro. Okay, we're gonna move into the verse, verse 1. Verse 1 is played a little different from verse 2, as I mentioned before, but I will start. Okay, so those are the chords. We start with the C major. Yeah, that's the strumming pattern. To a D, G7, with a walk down. So B, string, 2nd fret G, open G, and you'll just try to hit those notes while you're strumming. Back to a C, to an F, and then there's a walk up. So that's, you know, I try to just do like the octave there for the half step up, and then back to that normal G7 voicing. And then we're back, so it's the same kind of walk down there with the G7 to a C to a D. Then we have a D minor 7, where you're just playing the middle 4 strings again. A, you're playing open, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, and that moves to a G7. And there's a different, you know, there's similar to the intro outro. Except you don't complete it with that high E. To an F minor. Back to that G7 with the same walk. And now we move to the chorus. So that's the first part of the chorus. Oh yeah, we move to an F minor. So yeah. So that's the first half of the chorus. And then we move to it. Okay, I think it's like that. C to an A minor. You start with the A minor. So the C, you have that normal middle finger hammer on, and then you hammer onto the pinky here on the B string. And then you start A minor without the pointer finger, and then you bring it up. Okay, and then classic G7 walk up that we see in several other parts of the song. Okay. And then the second half has a little extra chord switch. Same C minor, and then we have an F minor, and we're not going to play the low E. Okay, so it's going to be that change. So we're going to go from the F minor to that D minor 7 voicing that I showed you before. Another F minor without that low E. And then back, yeah, to G minor, sorry, G7 rather. And then you walk up, yeah, something like that. Then we move into the verse. So those are the chords. You listen to the song, you'll get the feel of how those change into one another. So the verse, second verse is different voicings, same chords, different voicings, and a little bit of a different walk for the C. So we'll start. Whoops. How does the, can't remember the strumming pattern. Okay, here it is. So we start with C hammer on, and then we do the F there, and that kind of walks us up because we're going to use a full D for this chord, for this verse rather. And then we do a different G7 voicing. So to an F with a C in the bass. So we kind of did a walk up there like we did in the first verse, but it's more subtle, I think. Yeah, because we're moving from a higher voiced chord, higher voiced F. Yeah. And then back side of the second verse is the exact same. There are no more voicing changes beyond those. The F with the C in the bass, the D with the full, the full F sharp up there, and the G7 with the B in the bass. Okay, those are the voicing changes, and I think it helps to build energy. Okay, now we move to the outro of the song. Okay, so it starts very similar to the chorus. No. Yeah, okay, that's it. And then that brings us back into... Yeah, so that brings us back to the second loaf of the sandwich that I called intro, outro before. Okay, so that outro is, or the bridge rather, the bridge is just like this. Another C, to a G, to an E major, to an A minor, to a D major, to an F major, to an F minor, and then you're back. And a song on a C major. Okay, that's everything I figured out, and I hope it's useful. Let me know if you have any corrections or, whatever. Okay, happy playing.